Hey guys, Thinking here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so the new Super Saiyan 2 to Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Kid BUU have just released on JP as part of the New Year's Duel Dokkan Fest. And I know a lot of global players, you'll have been seeing the videos of them, showcases, screenshots of their crazy attack stats and all that kind of stuff. And you might be thinking to yourself, when is this going to come out on global? And what is the next part of the schedule going to look like? Because obviously we are very much at the end of December now, and you know what's going to come next over the next couple of months. So we are going to have a look at the JP timeline and have a little bit of a speculation session based on what we know is coming, or at least what we suspect will be coming based on what we do know from the JP schedule. So this is where we are on JP right now, December. Obviously, we're just finishing off a bunch of like fusions and crossover stuff, and then this is the last part of the androids celebration with the LR Future Gohan. So, bunch of awakenings and easy A's for all the fusion units. So we know that for global, we're kind of here in the timeline. So July on JP is when Super Vegeta released his side banner unit, the STR second form cell. With his celebration came the easy A's for Yardrat Goku and STR Android 18. These have been announced in the news for global as of today. So, I mean, it's pretty obvious at this point that Super Vegeta is coming, right? Like the easy A's that came with his celebration have been announced in the news. So this is what should be dropping. Obviously, this stuff, apart from Janemba, like we are all caught up with everything that happened at this point on Dokkan on JP. So Super Vegeta is what should be coming next. So if we go ahead and have a look at the timeline here, this is the secondary part of the Vegeta celebration. So this was August on JP. So obviously Super Vegeta comes out. Then we get a new Prime Battle LR, which is the Kid Gohan. We get easy A's for both of the Super Trunkses. There's a chain battle against Cell. Then we get the easy A for LR Majin Vegeta. And then JP also got the double rates banner with the easy A's for all of the Peppy Gals units. So I assume this is going to come alongside the Vegeta event. In the previous video where I talked about Super Vegeta coming, I was saying that they could maybe move this and fit in Janemba as his Part 2 LR, because they're probably not going to have an LR banner and then this banner with the Peppy Gals that introduces the these two characters, Margarita and I've forgotten what your name is, Kawaii. It's like a Rising Dragon Carnival, so it's a double rates banner. And obviously it doesn't have any featured LRs, but all the LRs are in the pool. So I don't think they'll have this and Janemba. So they'll probably keep this in here, although it has no ties to the Super Vegeta celebration. So they could easily move it to somewhere else. And then, of course, that's when JP and Global had the download celebration at the same time in August. So if we move on to September, this is all the download celebration stuff. Basically took up the whole of September for JP, and obviously all this stuff came out on global at the same time as well. And so then we moved in October, and this is basically where we are on global now. So JP got the release of Tech, Kale and Caulifla, which we got. Easy A for Physical Kefla. These are the awakenings that are coming with the World Tournament that is about to start on global. Starts on Friday morning if you're in the UK like me, or Thursday night if you're in the US, with the Nappa as the reward card. So you can see this is all syncing up very well. The easy A for hit, LR God Goku in hit, the Dispo chain battle, obviously the free-to-play 8 and 17 we got. Right, so then we started moving into the stuff from the next celebration. So we got the easy A's for the free-to-play future androids, and that moved us into the next Dokkan Fest that JP had, which was the AGL Trunks releasing with the Heart Virus Goku. So if Vegeta celebration is going to take up most of January, because his banner should drop I think on like the 4th, because it'll be after the World Tournament is over. It's a Tuesday or Monday night in the US, which is usually when Dokkan Fest banners drop. I find for me it's either like a Tuesday morning or it's Thursday and Friday. They never drop on like a Wednesday or like a Sunday or something. So I think it's going to be the 4th. That celebration is going to take up most of January when you include the Part 2 with the Majin Vegeta Easy A, and then potentially that double rates like Rising Carnival banner with the Peppy Gals. I feel like at this point, after, even though what I said in that previous video, I do think they probably will keep that with Vegeta and then do Janemba later, because as you can see here, we get this Trunks Dokkan Fest. So this will be either like very end of January or beginning of February. And then we move into the secondary part of the Trunks celebration. We got the Easy A for the Future Trunks. We got an Easy A for some of the free-to-play androids. Then we moved into Easy A's for this Trunks and Zamasu. And then this was when the version Z stuff started to release. And we also got the Easy A for the LR Trunks. But as you can see, we then moved into Heroes. There was no Part 2 LR with the AGL Trunks celebration. So if this drops February, then the second part of February is either going to be LR Janemba, or he's going to come out as part 2 of the Vegeta celebration, and then this is where we'll get the double rate spanner with the Peppy Gals and stuff. Obviously, for a lot of people, I think it's probably better if the Janemba banner is a bit more delayed, because people who are going to be doing, like, you're potentially going to be dropping 600 stones for the 3 cycles of the Step Up banner, then Super Vegeta comes out, like, straight away. Definitely don't want Janemba to come out like right after him, because for a lot of people, if it's the Peppy Gals banner still in part 2 of the Vegeta celebration, that's probably like an auto skip for a lot of people. So that probably is the best way that could pan out. So then we get this and potentially Janemba. That sees us all the way through February. Obviously, they announced that version Z should come out by the end of this year, if not the beginning of next year, which obviously there is going to be maintenance tonight. So for all we know, like this stuff that's kind of tied to version Z, mainly the Goku, but the version Z stuff could actually be dropping in the next couple of days, but he's kind of separate from the other celebrations. So even if he drops, it's not going to be tied into any of the other stuff. And then we get to March, and of course March, I've brought up the Broly page here, but March is when we get Saiyan Day. So this means we're going to have a celebration on both versions at the same time, and nothing in the timeline, like from JP, is going to be in this slot. We might get something just before, we might get something just after, but we'll get Saiyan Day. Obviously, this will see the return of Tech LR Gogeta once again. This will actually see him being added to the red coin shop. So that'll be a lot of people's opportunity to pick him up for the first time. And then this will go on for basically the rest of March. And then that leads us into April, which is where we should see the release of Goku and Kid Buu. Because this is the PyCon. PyCon and Janemba were last year's version of the New Year's Dual Dokkan Fest for JP. As you can see, coming out on the 28th of December. And then they released on the 2nd of April. So 2nd of April or around then. Because obviously it might not be exactly the 2nd. It depends on the day. So if I have a look at April at the side here. The 2nd is a Saturday. So if we're sticking with that Monday night / Tuesday morning, it's probably going to be the 4th or the 5th of April, I would say, for Super Saiyan 2 to Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Kid Buu. The only other thing you've got to bear in mind, though, of course, is if we get a repeat of this year, it's then very possible that once this celebration is done on Global, we then get the Golden Week at the same time as JP, which, of course, last year, we went from PyCon and Janemba, who, whilst they do have their uses, they're definitely not, like, top 10 TURs or anything like that. We then went straight from this celebration into the dual Golden Week celebration, where we got the GT Super Saiyans, who basically immediately became the 2 best TURs on Global. So obviously, Goku and Buu, the hype for them is really big now because they've just released on JP. But obviously, we have no idea what Golden Week units could potentially be. So obviously, we'll talk about this more in detail once we actually get closer to the time. But I know a lot of people are hyped for them, but maybe you want to save a little bit. We'll have to wait and see. But that is basically what the timeline is going to be looking like for the foreseeable future. So, of everything going on JP, obviously the fusions and like crossover stuff isn't necessarily tied to the current celebration, so this could drop pretty much at any time. But yeah, we should have all the Super Vegeta celebration stuff as part of January for Global. Then we move on to the AGL Trunks celebration stuff once we skipped over all of this. So we have all the AGL Trunks stuff and everything that comes with his celebration. Then it will be Saiyan Day, and then we will see Goku and Kid Buu release on Global, as far as I can tell. But of course, this is Global, so anything could happen. Things could be swapped around. You know, they could. We know we're getting Super Vegeta next, and then it will be Trunks. The androids are going to fit in there somewhere. So, obviously, the androids could come instead of Trunks, and then Trunks comes out either just before or just after Saiyan Day. There's all sorts of ways that this could pan out. So, of course, nothing is set in stone. But for anyone wondering roughly when Kid Buu and Goku are going to come to Global, it should be in April. So let me know what your thoughts are on what the timeline is looking like for Global over the next couple of months. What are you most excited for? What are you going to be saving for? What is going to be a skip for you? Let me know down below in the comment section. So, I mean, obviously for me, I'm probably going to summon on everything. I'm still super hyped for Super Vegeta. I'm not that hyped for Trunks with everything that I've seen from him. He's definitely a cool unit, but not one that I will go absolutely mad for. Obviously, the androids seem very, very good. So yeah, there's a lot of hype stuff coming. I'm still hyped for L-Arch and Ember as well. But let me know all your thoughts down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store. And I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.